So, like everyone else, I'm going to make a video about the arrest of Brian France and what it does for NASCAR and the future for him and the other stuff. But it's a pretty negative topic, so I'm going to start off the video with a positive thing and then end the video with a positive thing. So to start, thank you guys so much for all the views and subscriptions I've gotten in the last couple days. Pretty good. Pretty awesome. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, watching the videos, leaving likes. It means a lot to me. It's awesome. Yeah, good stuff. Thank you. Now we're going to start the video. Now we're going to start getting into the no fun stuff, the boring, or not boring, but the stuff that we hate that happened. But as you could read by the title of the video, it was a pretty good weekend for NASCAR. The most popular driver, most likely going to be the most popular driver, got his first career win, Chase Elliott. And the fan base was going crazy. Everyone, even the people who aren't Chase Elliott fans, were happy that it wasn't Truex, Harvick, Kyle Busch. Some people were overreacting, saying it was the best race ever, best race of the year. I disagree with that. There were better races than that, not just obviously in the past, but this year you could name some races that were better. But just because of the guy who won, Chase Elliott, I agree. I love this race because Chase Elliott won, so it's up there for the list this year. But I wouldn't call it the greatest race of the year, greatest race ever, that kind of stuff. But still, very good for NASCAR. They were in the positive news. They were making headlines, which was great. And then Brian France decides to get drunk and have some drugs with him and get arrested. So you screwed up, Brian. You screwed up a lot. For you who aren't NASCAR fans and watching this, people don't like Brian France. The only reason he has a job is because his grandfather found the sport and his dad took over after his grandfather, and now he's taken over. Honestly, he just seems like he doesn't care about his job. He really seems like he just doesn't give a crap. He rarely shows up to races, and even when he does, it's like, eh. Like last year at the championship at Homestead, I haven't watched it in a bit, but still, seemed like he didn't care when he presented Martin Truex Jr. with the championship. He was just like, okay, when do I get my private jet back? When do I get my beer back? It's just ridiculous, honestly. It just seems like he doesn't care at all about his job and what he does. And he's the CEO of the U.S.'s most popular motorsport, and he seems like he just does not give a crap about it. So, as I said, great weekend until he screwed it up. So, as I said, he took over. It's a family thing, so now he's taking an indefinite leave of absence, which hopefully means forever. It could mean forever. I hope it doesn't mean forever. I think it's his uncle. It might be his uncle. If it's not, write in the comments what it actually is. But they are going to be the CEO while he is out. Thank God it's not him. But it's been rough for him. The ratings have gone down ever since he's taken over as CEO. And there are certain things he's done that some people like, some people don't like. For example, the playoff system, adding the chase, and then the new format, stage racing. So they're split on some things. Some people don't like the aero packages that they implant. So there's a lot of things that people have mixed emotions about, but most people do not like Brian France. As I said, ever since he took over in 2003, ratings have been going down, and let's face it, everyone does not like that. The loyal NASCAR fans do not like seeing their ratings go down. We're trying to get ratings back up. Chase Elliott's win really seemed like it would help the ratings a little bit. It wasn't going to boost them up 200% or something, but maybe just a little bit to help, which would have been great. But this kind of screwed it up. Drunk driving is terrible. If you have an issue, you need to go get that figured out. Same thing with an addiction. Any type of addiction, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is, you need to go get that issue figured out. When you're sober, come back. If you think you can do the job, do better than you've been doing. If you don't want to do the job anymore, just say you don't want to do the job. But the priority right now for Brian France is to get his issue fixed. This is a serious matter. He could have killed someone. Drunk driving kills people. It's terrible. It's an absolutely terrible thing. If you have an issue with that, you need to get it fixed. It's an absolutely horrible thing. So get your addiction problem fixed before you do anything else, and that's what he's doing, which is it happened, which is terrible. But it's good that he's getting it fixed. He needs to get that fixed. Addiction is terrible. It's a terrible thing, but it could have effects on NASCAR itself. As I said, it's just terrible. Drunk driving, addiction to drugs, this stuff is terrible. Not only could it ruin one person's life, it can ruin many people's life. He could have killed someone when he was driving drunk. When he blew through that stop sign, someone could have been going through a crosswalk. He could have killed someone. It could have been much worse than it actually was. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible, but it could have been so much worse. And he's a CEO of a major motorsport. It blows my mind. It's terrible. It's horrible. But what it could do to the sport, it could really hurt sponsorship. NASCAR, as I've said, they got some sponsors that are staying around. They still got Napa. They still got their Bass Pro Shops. They still have big name sponsors. So, I mean, they got Coca-Cola. They've got, I don't know, M&M's. I mean, you still got some big name companies that you still have. Miller Lite, McDonald's. You still got big name companies, but you're also losing some. You've lost Lowe's, 5 Hour Energy, Target, Sprint. I mean, you're still losing some, and Monster Energy's up in the air. They're not sure what they're going to do with that once their contract's up. But sponsors could see this and say, oh, the guy who's running this deal just got drunk and had drugs and got arrested. So what does this mean for us? So sponsors are going to see this and be like, what do? Do we stay and wait for the next person, or do we back out because we don't trust this guy? I really don't know what these sponsors are going to do. It's up in the air, but it's a negative effect for NASCAR, for people, the France family. It's a terrible situation. It sucks. It's the timing. This sounds terrible, but the timing sucks. Just because the media was like, yay, for NASCAR, their most popular driver finally won. So, it's a really big deal. It hurts the ratings, I think, a little bit. It'll hurt some sponsors. I don't know what the sponsors are going to do, but it hurts the sport overall. After what was a great weekend, it wasn't a great race. It was a good race, and it was an exciting finish. The most popular driver won. The fan reactions were great. I loved watching those. And then the next morning, I'm going through my phone. I see Brian France has been arrested, and it really screwed it up. He screwed up big time, and he needs to get his issue fixed. That's not a question. There's some things that are in question, like will they replace him? Will they keep him? I think they need to get rid of him, but I don't know if they're going to give it to the family, if they're going to sell the company. I don't know, but Brian France can't do this. The most important thing for him is to get his issue fixed. This is no joke. Drunk driving, addiction to drugs, no joke. He needs to get his issue fixed. That's not in question. Now to end on a positive note. Man, it's really hard to kind of go from super dark and deep stuff like that to happy stuff. But thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you so much. It means a lot. All you guys, all 97 of you guys. We're really close to 100 subscribers, which means we're really close to that live stream. I'll announce when that happens once we hit 100. That's a big deal, guys. It's been over a year for me on YouTube, and it's really cool. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means more than you think. There's some other channels out there that are really good for NASCAR stuff. JB Racing Reviews. I'll put a link in the description of this video. He makes really good race prediction videos, race recaps. He makes really, really good videos about just the hot news in NASCAR. Timmy Hillfan 66. He makes some great highlights. You need to go subscribe to those channels right now. They are great channels. I'll put their links in the description. Thank you for watching.